Hey, shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone, peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Chnak coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. And at first I was just going to just turn on the camera. I didn't really have anything to speak, but last minute, the spirit, was saying to go into this. This is actually something I wanted to go into, and I referenced it in a couple, previous videos that I wanted to touch in on it. And also, when I got the title actually changed last minute again. All right, so this is like impromptu. I'm just gonna go into this lesson. I pray, the lesson is edifying, to the elect, of course. And the title changed, okay? It was just take your health serious, okay? Take your health serious. We all hear this. We all know this, right? But but the spirit changed it. Don't be lazy. Take your health serious, okay? Don't be lazy. Take your health serious. Give me a second. This camera is kind of like moving a little bit. Just bear with me. Let me just. Hopefully the audio is cool. I do videos on my phone, and the audio be tripping. So I pray that the audio is good. Hey, it is what it is. We're just gonna roll in the spirit. But again, don't be lazy, okay? Because you can get into that lazy spirit, okay, and that comes upon all of us. Okay, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Okay, don't be lazy, especially when it comes to your health. Now we know we're gonna get the new bodies, right? We're gonna get the new bodies. There's gonna be no more pain. We ain't have to worry about none of this. We're gonna eat clean food, drink clean water, breathe clean air, right? We get that. Nevertheless, what situation are we in right now? We're in a situation in which we have to be very careful of what we put in our body, because it's actually being used against us. The ignorance of you not knowing or even having a slight understanding of the human body and how foods react to the human body, that's being weaponized against you. Okay, it's something called nutricide. If you look that up, give me a second. I don't know, this thing is tripping. Give me a second. Let me see something. I don't know what's up with this. Like it's moving around. It's called nutricide, and when you put side, it's a suffix. When you put side at the end of a word, it means to kill or destroy. So just like a pesticide, a herbicide, an insecticide, right? It's a homicide, right? It means to kill, to slay. So food is being used as a weapon. Also, the scriptures tell us how we're going to eat poison and live, right? As well as we're going to eat our food defiled amongst the Gentiles, right? So, a simple mind would be like, well, we're the food is defiled anyway. Let me just go eat a whole bunch of fried chicken. Let me eat mashed potatoes. Let me do all those rich, fatty foods, which there's nothing wrong with eating that, but see, it's in moderation. So let me go into a couple of scriptures, because this is very important, and a lot of brothers' issues, are due to their diet. Now our food is defiled, but we have to eat the best of the worst, as well as you have to, if you want to feel better, right? Especially brothers that are dealing with sicknesses. Because I guarantee you, if we speak, and if I speak to you, I ask a couple questions. Okay, you're dealing with this ailment. All right, what's your diet like? Because the majority of all diseases are going to go right back to your diet. Okay, and that's part of the curses. Inflammation. Inflammation is part of it. Not being active is part of it. Okay, having is either one or two things, in my personal opinion. It's an overload of toxins. Okay, which that's why you would do a detox, or it's a deficiency in nutrients. Okay, overload of toxins or deficiency in nutrients. It's really simple when you understand what the body needs. Okay, That's not what this video is too much into. I'm gonna go into some scriptures. Maybe I can exhort certain brothers to start to take these things serious, especially if you have ailments. Okay, if you consuming large, especially you consuming large amounts of alcohol, okay, daily. Okay, you eating rich foods, heavy carbohydrates, heavy saturated fats. Okay, heavy protein, especially a lot of these meats. Okay, you're eating no lentils, you're eating no beans, no seeds, no nuts. You're not drinking no green juices. You're not doing no berry smoothies. You're not even eating berries. You're not eating no fruits. You're not doing no and exercise as well. That's a big part of it too. Exercise. You're not doing no exercising. You eating burgers. You eating fries. You eating sausage. You eating eggs. Okay. You using cheap seed oils. Okay. You should know what the hell you put in your body. Okay. You eating processed food. You eating processed breads. These breads that you get at the store that just sit there. They're out in the open. You know, they have a 3-week or a month expiration date. That's death. Okay, bread is supposed to be fresh. Okay, if you do get bread, it has to be in the freezer section or at a bakery. But a lot of the bread you eating, the white flour, the wheat, that's all messed up. This is the thing. There's alternatives to all these things. It takes effort. That's why I said don't be lazy. Like I said, this is not a video we're gonna go into. We might do that. We might do that later. Okay, and I got a couple of scriptures. Give me a second. I wrote some scriptures down too last minute, mainly in the Apocrypha. Okay, where it goes heavy into the diet, and there's a lot of things we can extrapolate and learn from. Well, the scriptures say, let's do that. Let me get this scripture. It's in Proverbs. Right. Because you know all the scriptures, right? But are you applying the scriptures? Okay, as well as herbal medicine. You got headaches, you're dealing with headaches, you're dealing with insomnia. You're dealing with digestive issues, you're dealing with mood issues. Right? Nervous system issues. You're dealing with hormonal issues. Right? But your diet is all messed up. You're not doing no exercising. And you're not taking any herbal medicine. Oh, and more times than not, you're not praying on the situation. That's first and foremost. You got to pray. Okay? And then the scriptures have the knowledge for us to go into. Okay? And let me just scoot this way while this camera just wants to keep sliding. Okay? The scriptures give us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It's just now you have to apply it. Okay, you have to apply the scriptures. You have to apply the scriptures in the situation. Okay, and you got to rebuke Satan. All right, because you having that rich king's meat diet, that's of Satan. Okay, and this is why you got brain fog, you got eye issues. Okay, it's a lot, but you know what? We got to do it. We can't be like these people in the world. Will just give up and go to Esau and take his pharmakia. They all messed up. Okay, I talk to people all the time. People are messed up. They got all type of ailments. Which yeah, we don't have ailments. Okay, but guess what? We can do better. Okay, Proverbs 4, and if you got to believe that you can be healed 100%. Okay, right. Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Right, and the wisdom is contained in the scriptures, even on even with our very diet. Yeah, you're not eating shrimp, crab, lobster. That's good. You shouldn't be eating none of that BS, right? But then you have to get even more refined. Okay, you just can't just be put anything in the microwave. TV dinners you use in the microwave. Okay, you an Israelite and you eating fast food. You eating Doritos chips. Okay, you got that chip demon on you. And guess what? I had that too. You got, that's a hard demon. Okay, but with prayer, with you wanting to do better, with you starting the process, it's a process of getting better because you're so toxic, you're so low. It's a process. Don't worry about it. Just start with the small steps. First, you got to pray, right? So wisdom that's the principal thing. That's the first thing. Okay. It says wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, which we get the wisdom inside the scriptures, the knowledge and the wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. So do you really understand what thou readest? Okay? When the scriptures say certain things, or do you really understand? Can you perceive it? Are you perceiving these things? Because you know what? It takes you humbling yourself and suffering all right, for you to do better. Okay, you're gonna suffer your diet. You're gonna suffer in your diet, especially if you're sick. Okay, because your taste buds are all messed up. You got parasites, you got mold, you got candida overgrowth. Okay, and it's easy to eat bad. It's easy to eat oatmeal pies. You like sweet things and candies and cookies and ice cream because you stressed out. But you're feeding a demon. But once you get past all that, once you start purging all those things out of you, okay, once you start remineralizing, start getting your green smoothies, green powders, wheatgrass, barley grass, spirulina, okay, alfalfa, okay, beetroot powder. You can do beetroot powder. Okay, there's a lot of things that, you have maca, okay, you have what's it called? I forget the one. What is it called? I got it in the cabinet. But it's all type of green powders to get the chlorophyll, to get the minerals. Horsetail, okay? Dandelion leaf, right? So with all thy getting, get understanding. So we have to be disciplined in these things. Let me bring out this scripture. We have to be disciplined in all things. That includes our diet. Yeah, of course, you believe, yes. But it requires more. All right, we're just not Israelites. We just know that we're Israelites. Kwam Yasha Allah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, going to the camp. Yeah, of course. You're supposed to do that. Doing your videos. Yeah, of course. You're supposed to do that. As well as you're supposed to watch everything that you put in your mouth. You putting all type of bullshit in your mouth. You shouldn't be eating no goddamn GMOs if it's in your strength not to. And if you don't have the ability, the money to do it, well, pray to the Lord. For example, all right, I wanted to do a 10-day juice cleanse. This was a while back. I wanted to do a 10-day juice cleanse, but I was like, damn, it's gonna cost money. I ain't had no money, and I just sent the prayer up. Boom, the Lord hit me with like 300. I was like, oh, hey, let's do it. I asked for it, right? So hey, let me do the juice cleanse, okay? And after the juice, I felt a lot better, right? Cleansing is part of it too. If you're an Israelite, okay. Now, every brother's different. Every brother's situation is different. But you should be cleansing. You should have a cleansing protocol. You should not eat a lot of the times. Okay? In the scriptures, we're going to go into it. That's what the scriptures say. This is not my personal opinion. Okay? Now, I'm going to say certain things that I think is going to help you. But we going to marry everything with the scriptures. Okay? And I pray that it's edifying. Okay? 1 Corinthians 9. This is just going into the discipline. 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Now Paul is speaking about, he's using this as an allegory for this truth, which is it's like a marathon. It's as a race, right? And only one person wins that race. Okay, only one person gets that crown. But when you go to any type of sporting event, or you see a sporting event, you're seeing the latter end of the progress of the training that the athlete did. The athlete can't be at that particular event, or it's going to show if they weren't training, if they weren't putting in the work. And athletes are known for what? Having a disciplined diet. Okay, they're not going out clubbing all the time. They're not going out drinking. Brothers drink too much alcohol. Yeah, oh, I'm catching hell. Yeah, okay, the alcohol's there. The Most High made the alcohol for us, so it's not unlawful for you to drink it. You can drink it, right? But everything is in moderation. You got brothers that drink every single day, which hey, but don't get don't be all messed up. You bugging the hell out. You got health issues. Your brothers deal with liver issues, and we're gonna go into the scripture too. The scriptures cover everything. Okay. Again, don't be lazy. Take your health serious, okay? Because sound body, sound mind, okay? If your body is all messed up, right? the body is made of what, trillions of different chemical reactions. Okay, this thing is a machine, and if it's depleted in one area, you're gonna be all messed up. You're gonna have mood disorder. You're gonna be depressed. Now, of course, we're catching hell, so that plays a part of it into it too. But we can do better. Okay, we can definitely do better, but it requires work from you. It requires you to actually want to do better. You see what I'm saying? Certain people you just can't help. They don't want to do better. They know what to do, but they just like, you know what? I don't want to do it. Or they so messed up that they say, forget it. Nah, you can't be in that spirit. Just forget it. Nah. All right, that's not of the elect. Just the give up spirit. Okay, you can always bounce back in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Well, that's a story of Yahshua bouncing back. Okay, the underdog. So take your health serious. Let's continue. And every man that striveth, right, for the mastery, right, being mastering their art, whether it's boxing, you know, whether it's painting, whether it's, you know, in this sense, it's speaking about, you know, like a competition, marathon running, sprinting and jumping, you know, basketball. Okay, you always see the athlete, they just working on they dribble, or they working on they catch, they snap, whatever. Okay, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate. Okay, this word temperate, I already know what it means. Okay, basically it means discipline, but let's look it up, and you can look these things up too. Well, you know what? Let me go to the blue letter. Let's look it up in a blue letter. Okay, yeah, 1 Corinthians. Now, I looked this I remember going to this this verse before and looking up the word temperate years back, 5-6 years back. And you know, Google, they'll change the definitions here and there, but I remember there was a definition of temperate, and it said extreme self-discipline. And that's how these athletes, that's why they're on such a high level, of course, the natural ability, but it's really because they have extreme self-discipline. So us in this truth, we have to have extreme self-discipline in all things, including one of the most important things is your health. Okay? Brothers overweight, which is okay. All right, fine. Certain brothers are just going to be bigger than other brothers. That's fine. Yet, you shouldn't be morbid. Okay? We have too much knowledge, okay, for you to be morbid. Okay? That's for these people. Now, give me a second. Yeah. Okay, temperate. And if you are, okay, let's work on it. Okay? That word in the Greek,
Strong's G 1467, ekratuamai.
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 Ekratuamai. To be self-disciplined. See? I'm sorry. To be self-controlled. Excuse me. Same thing. To be self-controlled. And having control over your diet. You should understand at least a little bit of knowledge the foods that you should be eating. You should go into that research. Okay, what are the things? You can ask brothers. There's certain brothers in the camp that they have that spirit of the position on them. Okay, with the apostles. You see the apostles, they'll do, amongst all the work they do, they'll actually throw you some jewels. Oh, I'm doing this green smoothie. Look, I'm going on detox. You should be, you know, so the knowledge is there. It's just, are you applying it? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just, I got to send this message real quick. I was going, like I said, it was just like an impromptu. I was just going to go walk, you know, do my walk, my daily walk. But I was like, you know what, I got, you know, let me just sit down. I want to sit down. So it's all spirit. So to be self-controlled, right? To exhibit self-government. Before you can go around telling people what to do, to govern, right? You got to govern yourself. The hardest battle is with yourself. Okay? It says one self temperately. Okay? And a figure drawn from athletes, see, who in preparing themselves for the game abstain from unwholesome food, wine, and sexual indulgence. See that? From abstain athletes. That's what you can't compete on the highest level if you are eating unwholesome food. Some foods that ain't good for you. Now, can you eat fried food? Can you eat rice? Can you eat some bread? Yeah. But if your diet is heavily consistent of these things, okay, this is why you're sick. Okay, because your diet is heavily consistent of things that are acidic, that are inflammatory, which you can eat. The body is high level. You can eat inflammatory foods. The body has a inflammatory response. Yet, if the body is not balanced, it's not homeostasis, okay, you have a deficiency of nutrients, and you have an overload of toxins, okay? So look, when you do your detox, you'll detox, you'll start feeling better because you let the digestive system rest, right? You might be doing a juice, you might be doing water, this and that, but you got to rebuild the system as well. Then you get off of it, and then you go back to that same diet. It's your diet. You go back to the same diet that's bringing you down into that situation. Okay? So we got to do better. Okay? To exercise self-restraint. Oh, look at this. This is the Strong's definition. Okay? To exercise self-restraint in diet and chastity. See? Certain brothers, they, on the dating apps all the goddamn time. Okay, all right, cool, go on a date. But you on this woman, you on that one, you got the urge, you just want to hit everything. Okay, the same thing that goes for your diet. Certain brothers is the woman, certain brothers is the drink, certain brothers is the food, or it could be a number of things. You see what I'm saying? We must exercise self-restraint in all things. Coming into this truth, you have to cast off that old man. You can't allow these things to have power over you. What is the scripture on that? What is that? 1 Corinthians. It's either 1st or 2nd Corinthians. Maybe, I think it's the second. I can search. Let me just give me a second. Let me just search. I don't want to be all day. Right, goes all things lawful. It's in 2 places. Okay, yeah, 1 Corinthians. Yep, 1 Corinthians. You say, "Oh, well, brother, I ain't eating nothing unlawful. I'm eating it's bread. It's good, right?" Wrong. Okay, let's go into this. 1 Corinthians 6 and 12. All things are lawful unto me. Yeah, you're right. All things are, right? Within the law. That fried chicken is lawful. Okay, that's not going off. Burgers, that's lawful. That's not going off. It ain't got no abominable ingredients. Okay, popcorn, you eating popcorn, you like them chips, you like them crackers, you buying it from the store. Which, if you're gonna eat that, you'd rather be better off doing it at home. Okay, but see, you know what that requires? You not to be lazy. You see what I'm saying? It's harder. It's a lot. This society is built upon convenience, and that's how the devil gets you. You gotta literally understand that. You gotta literally understand this whole system is set up for you to be low. Okay, now you got all these ailments, and then what does that feed into? Right into his medical system, right? And then he gonna go and you go in the doctor. You looking at Esau. We gotta do this test, and we gotta do that test. We gotta do this test. We gotta cut you open. We gotta take this pill, take that, and your ass still sick. You literally still sick. You have not gotten better. Maybe he might have decreased the pain. Maybe it's more tolerable. But what's happening in the inside? Okay? So we gotta clean up everything. 1 Corinthians 6 and 12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. See? All things are not expedient. You gotta have a clean diet, especially in these times, man. It's getting harder. So of course it's not gonna be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Okay? Yet This it has to be you got to think long term. You got to have a long term diet, a clean long term diet, mainly plant based. Okay, mainly plant based, mushrooms, beans. There's 30, 40 different types of beans: black beans, garbanzo beans, kidney beans, white beans. Okay, red beans. Okay, oh, I don't like beans because your taste buds are all messed up. But when you go into beans, right? Oh, they give me gas. Well, there's ways around it. But when you go into that's all healing. It decrease your cholesterol. Okay, rebuild the immune system. It has good bacteria. It'll actually prebiotics. It'll feed the bacteria. Okay, lower blood pressure. Okay, it has cognitive. And all these herbal foods they're all beneficial. They're like superfoods. All these foods, but in order for it to be super, you to actually feel that superness. It has to be you have to eat these things all the time. Okay, nuts and seeds. You should eat about an ounce a day of nuts and seeds, different seeds. Pumpkin seeds, good for your prostate, good for a parasite cleanse. So instead of you just going on a parasite cleanse, for however long, and you probably still got parasite, how about you eat anti-parasitic herbs daily? It's just part of your diet, like a pumpkin seeds, okay? Papaya, garlic. Oh, I just eat that every day. That's so you won't. It's called preventative medicine, okay? Preventative. Okay, don't wait till you all messed up. Then you want to do this, then you want to do that, right? It's part of your diet. Which, look the word up. We might look it up. I'm already here. And we're gonna go. We haven't even hit the other scripture. So, Lord's will ain't long, but it is what it is, Right diet in the etymon. From the Latin, dieta, prescribed way of life. So it's a way of life. It ain't, I'm going on it. I want to lose weight. Well, you want to lose weight, but you're not eating any of the foods that facilitate losing weight. Again, you're not even doing any exercise. Okay, you're greens. There's arugula, right? Dandelion greens. These are all bitter herbs. You got different type of lettuces: butter lettuce, green lettuce, red lettuce. Okay, romaine lettuce, and when you look into the properties of both all these is high level foods. Right? Now, are they going to yield the strength that they used to? No, but they still are going to help. But it has to be a way of life. There has to be a prescribed way of life. Okay, like lettuces are very cooling individuals that deal with a lot of heat in their body. Okay, lettuces cool the body, and they also help with your sleep. But it's not, you just eat one salad and you think you're going to level up and power up like Goku. Not it. Like it says here, it's a prescribed way of life. That's from the Latin. From the Greek, same word, originally, way of life. Regimen. You see that? So these are the things that you consume daily. Now, if you go out and you get your little burger and fry every once in a while, okay, cool, that's fine. It ain't going to really, you probably going to feel it, but it ain't going to be to the point to where now you're using that food as your anxiety medicine, your depression medicine, your mood stabilizing medicine. Okay, the parasites is telling you to eat it. A lot of these food cravings is parasites. Okay, you don't do no fasting. Okay, you don't do no cleansing. You need to go on some water cleansing, some juice cleansing, some fruit cleansing. Okay, green. You gotta push yourself. You can't be late. You need to be going on walks daily. Work your way up to a mile, maybe 2. If you can't do that, go a quarter mile. If you can't do that, just go up to the block and back. But it requires you to be on a regimen. Okay, that's all part of that's the diet. Okay, you eating these clean foods, cauliflower, broccoli, oranges, apples. Okay, it's all type of and it's hard. Okay, it's not easy. But once you get on to that regimen, then it's your way of life now. Now it's just your diet. Now you're just feeling better just because you're doing things that facilitate health. Okay? And a wise man is going to have care for that. Okay? It says, all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Okay, and these things, all these things have a spirit attached to it. The cookies and cakes. Of course, yeah. I'm not really a cake person, but I could eat, some, like a pound cake, lemon cake, or, yeah, of course. Blueberry muffins, of course, yeah. And you know what? You like all those things, right? But you know what? There's a healthy way of doing it. There's a healthy way of getting away from that milk. Okay, that shit destroys you. Okay. Now, if sir brothers, they can deal with it. I'm more so speaking to those that actually need it. Now, hey, if you want to drink milk, that's fine. But I will go plant based. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. And just because how destructive milk is, okay, it's literally being used as a weapon. Okay. But there's alternatives. So say you do use it every once in a while. You got congestion in your chest. You got mucus all the goddamn time. Okay, you got indigestion. You got acidity. You got acid coming, reflux, gastritis, osteoporosis. Okay, colitis. You got constipation. You got diarrhea. And but you fucking eating cereal with milk. Okay, you eating box cereal with heavy metals, high levels of sugar, corn syrup, modified potato starch. Okay, you eating MSG. All these things are carcinogens. Okay, they mess with mental function. You wonder why you can't concentrate. You're not using none of the spices. You got cayenne pepper. You got fennel seed. You got cumin. Okay, you got star anise. All right, we can literally go on and on. Turmeric, okay? You're not drinking no teas. We gotta take these things serious. You gotta take your health serious, okay? You're not doing any. You're not eating any berries, okay? Berry smoothies, okay? You drinking simply lemonade, high levels of sugar, and then your blood sugar's all messed up. You wonder why my blood sugar? Now you on metformin, okay? You on high cholesterol drugs. Okay, you got Dexcon. Okay, and on and on. Okay. So let me just go through this. Let me see where I want to start. Let me see. Yep, right here. Ciroc, 30 and let me start at 21. Yeah, let me start at 21. And this thing just have a mind of its own, man. We'll just keep moving it. It's all good. It's all good. Ciroc 30 and 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thy soul in thy own counsel. Right? Where's the counsel? It's in the scriptures. Then you have the brotherhood. Okay, don't just slip into that low level mindset, that lazy mindset. There's certain people that have been sick so long, they're just comfortable. They don't even want to change, because changing requires you to actually get outside of your comfort zone, right? Because you just eat nothing but comfort food. That's your only pleasure. If we were to take comfort foods from you, you would lose your damn mind. You'll be hating life. Okay? When you take them burritos, when you take that chicken, when you take them steaks, okay? When you take that salmon and that rice, that salmon and rice plate, when you take that gyro from you, okay, with the white sauce, okay? You take them eggs and that turkey bacon. Okay, then pancake. You take it from me. Watch, you gonna lose your mind. Okay, which is you just highly toxic, and then you got heavy anxiety. Okay, you're depressed. You got mood swings. Okay, you got your heart is skipping. Your body heat your temperature is rising. You can't sleep, insomnia. Okay, then you're relying heavy on coffee because you're fatigued. You're tired all the time. Okay? And these things is a simple change. It's a simple change. You got to go into the diet. Okay, parasite cleanse. Okay, and guess what? You look these things up. If you don't know, ask questions. Ask for help. Okay, but you gotta. The first and foremost, you gotta pray, and you gotta want to do it. You gotta, and you can't be lazy. You gotta fight. This is, sir, brothers. That's part of your fight. Okay, sir, brothers. They don't have to deal with that. It's not really that big of an issue. Yeah, we can do better, this and that. I get that, but sir, but that's not their fight. Okay, you gotta deal with the hand that you were dealt. That's what you just gotta deal. Okay, right? It requires sacrifice. So it says, give not thy mind over to heaviness, right? Verse 22, the gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his day. And when you see somebody that's sick, right? We see somebody that's sick, which we're going to be sick all the way into the end, right? Ultimately, Yahushua is the only one that's going to make it right. Nevertheless, we can still do better. Okay, that's the point. It's not going to be perfect, but we can still do better. Okay? You got diabetes, right? What's up? What's up with your diet? Okay, you got digestive issues. What's going on? You gotta change things up. We gotta change things up. Your blood pressure's all. We gotta change things up. You got fatigue. We gotta change things up. You suffering headaches. We gotta change things up. Okay, we can't continue to live the lifestyle that got us there. Okay, we have the knowledge and wisdom of the only power. Okay, none of these other gods go deep. Okay, the Most High is only dealing with the Israelites. But then you go to Esau and shit. He gonna fuck you up. Okay, you gonna be on all type of drugs, right? But say sometimes you do try to get on the little cleanse health, the health hype. You might do it for a little bit. You might feel a little better, but then it didn't come. It didn't come as soon as you wanted it to come. Right? Because you're super toxic. You did a little 10-day. You finally did a 10-day, and you're feeling a little better, and then you went right back to that BS diet. Okay? Maybe, and sometimes brothers do be trying. But you know what? You gotta go harder. Okay? You gotta pray. The Lord he'll literally do it. You pray on it, the Lord will literally make it happen, but the sacrifice is with you. Right? Love thy own soul, and it comes to you gotta love yourself. Okay? You gotta love the spirit and take care of the body that the Heavenly Father has given you. Like somebody that doesn't love themselves, they don't brush their teeth. Okay, they don't wash their face. Okay, they don't comb their hair. They don't wash their clothes. Okay, just let they shit mat up. Right? No, we can't be like that. Yeah, we're catching hell. I get that. We're at the end of the world. I get that. But you still gotta do what's necessary. Okay, you just don't let yourself go. Let your health go. Start drinking because you catching hell. Okay, really, you gotta fall back from the drinking, and the alcohol's there to help you, but it's not there to be on a crutch. Okay, love thy own soul and comfort thy heart. Well, there you go, brother. Comfort thy heart. This makes me comfort. Eating this goddamn blueberry pie. Okay, that's a reprobate mindset. Okay. Now sometimes you do eat it. You see what I'm saying? I'm all for it. Sometimes you do, but most of the times you don't. Okay. Remove Saul far from thee, for Saul has killed many, and there is no profit there. And if you have a messed up body, you're sick. That can bring upon a sorrowful spirit. Envy and wrath shorten the life, and carefulness bringeth age before the time. Right here, a cheerful and good heart. Right, brother, in a cheerful and good heart, you got brothers that just, that low spirit, and a lot of things are a deficiency. A lot of things are overload of toxins. Okay. Right, brothers that are depressed and all that, you need to be on St. John. You need to be on lemon balm. You need to be on blue vervain. Okay, you need to rebuild your nervous system. You need to clean up your diet. You need to be on gentane, orange pill, okay, fennel. black pepper. You need to be doing ginger shots. You need to be taking garlic. Okay, make garlic, fermented garlic honey. It's a lifestyle. If you wanna be more healthy, it's a lifestyle. It's not just you take this little pill or that little pill and you drink this juice and oh, it's not working. Then you go back to Whataburger. You go back to even like the Mediterranean spot. Oh, brother, the Mediterranean diet. They got the rice, they got the pita, they got the olives. You know, they got the grilled chicken. That's clean, right? The little baby salad on the side. Okay, it's better, but you're still sick. You're still messed up. Okay, no healing has taken place. Okay. It says a cheerful and good heart will have a care for his meat and diet. So it goes above, it goes beyond the diet, but really the diet encompasses everything. Okay, the music that you listen to. Okay, are you doing any exercising? Are you moving your body? Are you just stagnant? You catch so much hell at work. You just want to come home and get some. I get it. We all been there. We've all been there. Like you just catch a pure. You just want to come home, drink some wine, and just lay down, watch some Netflix. That's going to happen. Okay, that's going to happen. Yet you can't allow yourself to fall deep into that hole. Because you just keep digging that hole. Okay, you need to stop. You need to fast. You need to pray. Okay, and then it costs more money to actually live healthier. But you can still do it. At this point, there is no excuse. Okay, at this point, all right, it's sacrifice and it's prayer. So I'm gonna read that again. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. Okay, and you got to do it to your own strength, of course. Everybody's situation is diferente. Okay. Nevertheless, we have a power that we can call on. Okay. Have you took that into consideration? You're sick. You're all messed up. You're dealing with mood disorders, right? You're a very anxious person. You got pain. You got hip pain. Okay. You got tight hips. You catch a pure hell. Okay. Because that's going to release. That's going to release stress hormones. You got tightness in any area of the body, is going to release stress hormones, and that's going to give you. It's going to mimic. It can mimic it can actually cause or mimic certain symptoms that you think are that are related to something else. You having a tight body, you having a tight neck and shoulders, right? Again, and I talk to certain brothers, but I don't really speak about it too much. But you should be stretching. You should have a little stretch program, a daily stretch program. Maybe I might go on that in the future. I don't know, but that's going to help you. After your walk, I would do like a 15-minute stretch. And guess what? There's all type of resources online. We don't even have to hold your hand. You can go on YouTube, 15-minute stretch, 5-minute stretch for hips. And then you gotta constantly. You just can't do it 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. You have to start small, but this is a regimen. It's a way of life. If you want to feel better, it's a way of life. It's not a 1-2 punch, not a 1-2, and I'm done. Take this pill, take that pill, work out one time, and I'm done. No, this is a daily thing. Okay, it requires you to sacrifice. Okay, it requires you not to be lazy. It requires you to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, but once you hit that stride, then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, your spirit is better. Maybe you'll be doing more videos. Maybe you'll be able to study more. Brothers that can't concentrate, reading. You want to read the scripture more, but you can't concentrate because your body's all messed up. Okay, you got stress hormones going everywhere, so you can't even concentrate. Sometimes you're able to read, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're able to sleep. You're not even getting enough sleep, or maybe you don't have a problem falling asleep, but your sleep quality is all messed up. Okay, brothers deal all with was it nocturna urethris? I might be pronouncing it a little wrong, but basically nighttime urination, frequent urination. You're waking up multiple times in the night. Okay, whether your prostate, your urinary system is all messed up, right? You got stressors in your urinary system, especially if you're drinking, and if that happens. What's happening? You're actually urinating all your minerals. So over a period of time, this could have been happening for years. what happens? You get a deficiency, and then that deficiency, whether it might be iron, a lot of brothers have low iron, okay, B12, okay, niacin. These are all the terminologies that Esau is giving you, but you're just basically depleted. Selenium, okay, thyroid issues, copper, zinc, okay, but then you're not eating any foods or taking any herbal medicine to replenish these things, and these things can replenish, but it's a regimen. It's a daily tea, okay. It's daily turmeric, right? It's a daily salad. It's a daily smoothie, okay. It's daily nuts and seeds, walnuts, great for the brain. But you're just not gonna eat. Oh, I just ate. You eat 2 days worth of walnuts, and you go, oh God, God, God. You think you're gonna have high level memory? Nah, these things just eat a little bit every day. A half ounce to an ounce. They have they pretty much have all the essential nutrients that you have, but you gotta eat a plethora of different foods, different types of squashes, right? Eggplants. You can eat different. There's nothing wrong with white potato, but if you're eating too much white potato, you need to change it up. You need to have some sweet potatoes. You need to have some yams. Then you need to sometimes you need to fall back from the starches. Okay, you need to be more greens. Okay, cilantro, parsley. Right, like parsley and cilantro, that's like a 1-2 kick right there. You just have some on your food every day. Okay, make some with with a smoothie. If you're daily consuming cilantro, and I'm always using cilantro. Okay, that's a heavy metal detox every day. I'm always using garlic. That's a parasite cleanse every day. That cleans your blood every day. Okay, that lowers the pressure of your blood every day. Okay, it's a good heart tonic. Beets, you should be consuming beets, whether it's steamed beets, whether you're juicing beets, whether you have beet powder, you put it in a smoothie. Okay, or you just get a cup, right? And you put some beet powder, a tablespoon of beet powder, put some water in it and drink it like that. Okay, you eating green beans, shit. We can go on peas. Maybe you don't like peas. Okay, cauliflower, broccoli. Okay. You're eating oranges, you're using lemon, you're drinking lemon water, you're getting some vinegar water. Okay, daily. Right? That's a good thing for your digestive system is vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. Okay? Have a little bit of warm water, not hot. Put a tablespoon of vinegar, or what you can do. Start small, a teaspoon. Okay? Add a little bit of honey. It can't be hot water. Okay, you don't want to kill the yeast and the bacteria. Okay, warm water, or you can just drink it cold. What they call it? What do they call it? Not a seltzer, but I forget exactly what the word is called when they use vinegar as like a drink. It's in one of the books that I have. But you could do that. Have a little bit of cinnamon for your blood sugar control. You could be cooking with cinnamon. You could be cooking with cumin. You could be cooking with turmeric, black pepper. Black pepper is good to relieve gas, bloating. Okay, fennel, cumin, anise. Okay, it's literally so many. Okay, fennel. If I didn't say fennel, you can have it fresh. You can have it raw. You gotta open up your mind. You gotta go online. Okay, plant-based dishes. Think what looks good. You see what I'm saying? But it requires you what? Not to be lazy. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody can hold your hand, right? Now brothers can help you, but you gotta actually go out and do it. Okay, so I'm done there. So let's go to, in no particular order, right? Sirach 18 and Sirach 18 and 30. Go not after thy lust, right? Go not after thy lust, and part of that is food. And the cold thing about it is like you actually need to eat. You see what I'm saying? So that's even a greater weapon Esau uses against you, because you actually need to eat. Okay, you should be drinking no goddamn tap water. Okay, you finish you drinking tap water. Try to get the best water that you can. Right? That's all we can do. All I'm saying is do better. Right? You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to be a health guru. You're not going to have 1,000% health, and you're going to start flying and running marathons. Maybe you might run a marathon. I don't know. But do better. And you got to want to do better. See? You hella sick, you hella messed up, but then you don't do shit. Okay, you know what? You have an excuse. No more excuses. Okay, you gotta take your health serious. Okay, and it's gonna help your spirit. Now the scriptures say the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmities. But if we have the power, okay, the Most High gives us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding to at least try to do better, okay, then why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't you want to feel better? But it requires a sacrifice from you. It requires you implementing the scriptures, okay? It requires you not being lazy, okay? It requires you from what? Let's read it again. Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thy appetites. And certain brothers got a heavy appetite. They got an overeating demon. And look, hey, we all been there. I understand. I'm right with you. I get it. I understand how hard it is. I understand those cravings. Okay. Only when the Most High plagued me that I was able to change. But it was hell. But guess what? You can actually change. That's the cool thing about it. You can actually change if you want it. If you want to feel better, you can feel better, right? But it's a process. It's a diet. It's a regimen. It's a way of life. Okay? It's not just you just do one thing. No, it's everything. It's everything that you consume in your body. Okay? It's the things that you watch, the people that you hang around. Okay? The air that you breathe. I'm always diffusing essential oils. The essential oil, that's a great thing. In your car, cleanse the air. Aromatherapy works on the mind to start releasing certain chemicals. Whether it's brothers that have sleep issues, lavender. You can even take 1 or 2 drops in water before you go to bed. You can make a spritz, spray it in the house. You can put it on your wrist. Boom, smell it an hour, 2 hours before you go to bed. It's going to start helping you, right? It's going to start bringing you down. You're doing too much coffee. Coffee is great. I like coffee. But I take it sparingly every once in a while. And if you have coffee, it's a diuretic. For every cup of coffee that you drink, it's going to push out 8 cups of water. Okay, and with that water is going to come what? Minerals, right? And then you're not taking any of these. You're not taking these minerals with the food. You got to have the right food, but also you got to have the supplements too. And I'm not talking about Esau supplement. I'm talking about herbal medicine. So a good herbal remineralizer, if I'm just going to give you one herb, is nettle root. Not nettle root, I'm sorry. Nettle root, that will be good for your, but that will work too, but that will be good for your prostate, okay? And erectile dysfunction. But nettle leaf, high mineral content, high iron, high magnesium. Dandelion root, high potassium. Nettle and dandelion leaf. You drink that every day, right? You drink that every day. You can use horsetail, right? Oh yeah, horsetail. Horsetail, they call it shaved grass. High in silica, right? These are all herbs they call nutritives, which they give nutrients. They feed back the body. If you're sick, if you're like in a debilitating state, they'll actually start feeding the body. Okay, kelp powder. It tastes like hell, but it's going to be high in iodine. Okay, you can do that's the word, moringa. Moringa has high level nutrients. It's these greens. I'm telling you, it's these greens. So you have a green powder. So I'll do a green powder. I mix wheatgrass, barley grass, spirulina, horsetail, alfalfa. Alfalfa. That is one of the longest deep rooted plant. It goes deep. It grows about 6 inches, 6 feet into the ground, and it pulls nitrates. It pulls minerals in the ground that a lot of plants, they don't even get that far. So alfalfa, I do wheatgrass, barley grass powder, right? Spirulina, which is the algae, okay. Highly nutritious, and it has about 40% weight in protein. Okay, moringa. I'll do moringa. I'll do horsetail, and what's the last one that I said? What was it? and alfalfa leaf. Okay, you can do one part of everything. So either 1 tablespoon everything, mix it into a powder, and then start taking a teaspoon 3 times daily. Whether you want to put it in some water, whether you want to put it in a greens drink that you already made, like cucumber, cabbage, celery, lemon, apple, whatever, ginger. You put that and mix that in there, or you can just put it in your green smoothie in the morning, right? And then build your way up to a tablespoon. And what that's going to do, that's going to start helping you remineralize your body as you already are starting to eat cleaner, right? Because you can detox, which is great. You should detox, but you got to also build. You got to rebuild. You got to rebuild the system. The nervous system can be fried. You got to rebuild the nervous system. Oat straw, right? Oat straw, right? Nettle leaf, dandelion leaf. You have moringa. Again, you can do the whole leaf. Okay. I mean, there's so many. I don't even want to. This is not that type of video, right? Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thy appetites. If thou, this is what the scripture is saying. If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock. This goes for all things, right? So we can use it goes for all things, but we're speaking about the diet, including the diet, right? She will make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies, and that malign thee. Take not pleasure in much good cheer. Yeah, that chicken plate with the rice, the white rice. Oh, I get it. Of course. You know, you got the lamb. Go to your little lamb plate. You go to a little Pakistani spot or a little Indian spot, right? The butter. You get the buttered chicken. You get the lamb tikka masala or the bandulu. You know, you get the paktoris. Okay, they use heavy cream. It tastes good. You get the white rice, the basmati rice, and then you get the naan. That shit killing you. Every once in a while it's cool, but that plate right there, the rice, the naan, the meat, that shit will kill you. And it is. Okay? It is. You don't know what type of oils they use. They're using the cheapest oils. Again, you really must cook at home. If it's as best as you can. Right? Meal prep as best as you it takes a lot to get to that point, but just start little. That's fine. There's a whole bunch, but just start little. Pray, number one, and then start little. Little by little, just start changing it up. Okay, you can do intermittent fasting. We're not gonna hold your hand. Okay, we'll help you, but you gotta go. You can't be ignorant of these things. You gotta know something. Shit, you gotta know something. Okay. Right. Take not pleasure in much good cheer, neither be tied to the expense thereof. Now your money situation is all messed up. Why? Because you gotta drink a bottle of wine every night. You that through you gotta drink, and sometimes it be like that, right? But it shouldn't be all the time. It shouldn't be. Then you late to work. Okay. Then your bag is all messed up. Okay. Right, your money situation all messed up. Yeah, we catching hell. Okay. Everybody's different. If a bottle of wine is good for you, that's cool. I'm just using that as an example. Oh, strong. You drinking Hennessy and shit every day. Okay. And them spirits overtaking you. Tequila every fucking day. Okay? Then you might be fine now, but then what's going to happen? You're going to get fatty liver. You're going to get cirrhosis of the liver. Okay? It's going to tear through your intestinal wall. Now things that you eat are going to get into the bloodstream. Right? Leaky gut. Irritable bowel disease. Okay? Colitis. Gastritis. Pancreatitis. Okay? Now you messed up. Now you got issues. Now you need more drink just to push the pain down. Now you wake up, you just hate life. You low energy. Okay, now you gotta hit the coffee. You gotta do energy drinks. Now you got insomnia. You see what I'm saying? You got body odor. Okay, you got anxiety. You got mood issues. You're up and down. You're very short. Your your relationship, you know, you cursing your woman out all the time, or your woman cursing you out. You got parasites. So what do we got to do? We got to start cleansing. We got to start doing better. We can't be lazy. Okay, we got to work at it. It's going to take time. You do it until it's done, and then you just keep doing it. Okay, this is a non-stop thing. You got to take care of your diet. Okay, it's not just a 1 day thing, a 2 day thing, or a 1 month thing. You might do a exercise regimen, you know, for 6 months, and it's feeling better, and then you fall back. Now you getting messed up. Now you gain the weight. Okay, now you keep doing it. You don't have to be in a gym. You can do your squats. You can do your burpees at the house. You can go to the park. You can do your lunges. You get a 10-pound dumbbell. It's just a little bit. You see, it's just a little. You don't even need a whole bunch, right? You can do some little curls, some Russian twists. Okay, if you're strong enough, you can do some pull-ups. You can go on a walk. Okay, you can maybe jog. You can just go on a walk 6 days a week. You should be walking 6 days a week, especially if you're a very sedentary person. You have a very sedentary lifestyle. Now, brothers that have a more of a rigorous, laborious job, they should be doing more of restorative exercising. Okay, working on different body parts, rehabbing, especially stretching. You should have a little stretch routine. You see what I'm saying? So we can do it. We can do better, but it requires first prayer and you taking your health seriously. Okay, because that's going to weigh down on you, and then that's going to affect the people around you. Okay, don't be like these people in the world. We have the highest level of knowledge on the planet, right? With all that getting, get understanding. Okay, you got to apply yourself. Okay, and start very small, and pray every day. Okay. Right? It says, be not made a beggar by banqueting upon borrowing, when thou hast nothing in thy purse, for thou shalt lie in wait for thy own life, and be talked on. Okay? Okay, so I'm done there. Let's go to, you know, no particular order. I got that one. Let's go. Okay. Let's see what this one says. Okay, let's just go. No particular order. I got two more, Lord's, but we're gonna close it out. And I think I want to get a definition too. This is Sirach 31, and brothers dealing with sleep issues, and I know I've been there. Okay, and if you're not sleeping, you're not healing. You're gonna feel messed up. Okay, if you're not getting a deep sleep, a quality sleep. You don't have to be super deep. Lord's will can be deep, but a quality sleep. Okay, if you're dealing with sleep issues, if I were you, at least I would be doing a valerian tea or tincture, a hops tea or tincture. You do a hops and valerian. That's a great mix, hops and valerian. Okay, you either do in a tea or a tincture. I would make my own tincture. I might do a video on making tinctures, right? Hops valerian, right? Chamomile, right? Chamomile tea, lemon balm, right? These are all lavender. These are all great teas to help calm the body down and bring on natural sleep. Okay, doing that 2 hours before you 2 hours before you sleep, right? And you can go into the dose. Go. Just start with one. Start with lavender. Get you a bag of lavender. The whole bag, bulk. Okay. I would do the whole herb, right? Get you a lavender whole one, or you get you a chamomile. Okay, the bulk herb, right? And then you can make the tea. So starting off, a tablespoon per cup, right? A tablespoon per cup hot water. Pour it on it. Let it sit. 20-15 minutes, boom, drink that. All right, you can just start there, but and you have to keep doing it. Go through the whole bag. Before you say it don't work. So I would do, if you want the highest dosage would be 1 ounce of herb, okay, and 1 pint of water, which is 4 cups. So you take a mason jar or a jar that with a lid on it. you pour in 1 ounce of the herb. That's 28 grams. Okay. Then you boil hot water. You don't want to boil. You don't want to boil these herbs. These are leafy herbs. You never boil leafy herbs. Only herbs that you boil are barks, resins, okay, and roots. Okay. Certain herbs, but these herbs you don't. You don't boil. Take the boiling water. You pour it on the herb, and then you cover it. You steep it. You don't want the essential oils to go out. That's part of the healing mechanism as well. Well, there's lemon balm. Lemon balm is I love them, and you can drink this in the daytime. That's going to help your mood. Okay, or you get you a tincture. But I will do the whole herb. Okay, because with the herb and the tea, you're also going to get the vitamins and the minerals as well. And then you can drink 3 cups daily. And then tell me if it don't work, because it do. Okay, 1 ounce of herb, 24 ounces of water, or not 24, there's a 32 ounces of water, which is a pint. Okay, or a quart. Pour the hot water on it, let it steep at least 30 minutes. But if you really want a deep steep at least 4 to 8 hours or overnight. Divide it into 3 doses, and then you drink that. Valerian for at night. Don't take none of the pills. Don't do Esau's pills. The ones at the gross, at the health food store. Don't do that. Go online, or if there's a herb place by you. Or if say you don't have that, you could do banana tea. The whole banana. You take a whole banana, you chop it in half, and you put it in the water. Maybe 16 ounces of water in a little small pot, and you simmer that for like 20-30 minutes. I will simmer for maybe 30 minutes, and I'll let it steep for another 15 minutes at least. And bananas are very high in magnesium, and that's going to be a mineral that's going to help calm the body down, relax muscle tension, right? So you let that steep, and it's going to be a sweet tea too. You don't have to put no sweetener or anything in it. And there's more magnesium in the pill. So make sure that it's an organic banana, or if it's not organic, at least not GMO, and you wash it beforehand in some baking soda. And then you make that a tea. And it tastes good too. Banana tea. Look it up. You can go look it up. And then you drink that every night. Drink that whole 16 ounces. Divide it into 2 doses and drink it. The first dose, 8 ounces, right before you go to bed. And the second dose, 1 hour before you go to bed. So the first dose, 2 hours before you go to bed. The second dose, hour before you. But do that every day. That will help. If you want to boost that, you can get you some nutmeg. Start with a 1/4 teaspoon and put the nutmeg in there. Nutmeg also, which has natural melatonin. Nutmeg. Okay? That's also a sleep remedy. There's so many. You can go online, sleep remedies. And how do you figure out if a remedy works? You go online, see what they're saying, and then start off with the dose, and then you continue to use it for like 2, 3, 4 weeks. Okay? Where am I? Okay, let me see. So, I'm like all over the place. Just, Okay. Okay, yep. Sirach 31 and 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured. So you don't need a lot of food. Okay, you really don't. And once you cleansed out, once you get a lot of them parasites and bacteria out of your body, and once you eat whole foods, avocados, almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, okay? You're eating apples, okay? Apples are high level, okay? You eat an apple, they say an apple a day keep the doctor away. Yeah, high nutrition. It's not the best as far as we everything's low, but that's better than eating something without nutrition in it, right? Pears, it has a lot. It's you dealing with constipation. The apples and the pears that have the pectin, okay, to help move things, okay, get things going, okay. You're doing arugula. You have arugula, and you're throwing some arugula in your salad. Your red onions. Oh my goodness, red onion. That's a superfood. Onions are a superfood. And you don't just have to go get an onion and bite it and think you're just gonna power up. Nah, you have this a little bit every day. insert, you sprinkle it there, you take it there, you do it there. Okay, so you're always eating salads. You're always doing green smoothies. You're doing steamed vegetables, steamed squash, steamed broccoli, steamed cauliflower, steamed green beans. Okay, I mean, we can go on and on. The plant kingdom is a plethora of foods, but it takes you to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, pray. Okay, and fight those demons. Okay, and get on a parasite cleanse. Perfect. You can just you can go to the grocery store and start now. You can do 3 cloves of raw garlic daily. You either divide that into three doses, raw, chop it up. You don't even have to let it sit. Chop it up. Take it with honey. Don't chew it. Just take it with honey, or you take it with water. It's gonna burn. Me, I don't really like doing it on an empty stomach. Maybe you might eat a little piece of fruit first, but you'll work that out. You can do it with some honey. Boom. That's gonna start parasite cleansing you. Okay, you might even get sick because the parasite's gonna die, and it's gonna just start cleansing the body. Do that every day. Just don't every day 3 cloves of raw garlic every day. Don't miss. If you do miss, okay, come back the next day. Either you do it all at one time, okay, either in the morning. You can do it after your meal, so you can have your meal and you can just do your 3 cloves of garlic. You got it over with. Boom. Okay. Thyme. You can go to the grocery store. You get thyme, fresh thyme. Thyme is a powerful antibacterial, parasitic herb as well. Okay, good for congestion. So a lot of these things you just go to the grocery store and do. You do ginger shots. You should have every Israelite should have a juicer. Okay, high levels anti-inflammatory. It's a digestive tonic. Okay, we can go on and on. There's so much information out there. Just start small. Just start with one thing, and then build from there. Okay. Very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, and he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed. Sound sleep, brother, dealing with sleep issues. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. You shouldn't be eating late. It happens, okay? But if you are going to eat late, you got to eat something light. Because when you eat too late, especially if you eat heavy, it's not going to be perfect, but especially if you eat heavy, it's going to take time for your digestive system to break those foods down. And at a certain time of the day or going into the night, the body slows down to start detoxification. So there's not a lot of energy going into the digestive system. The body slows down so you can go into healing mode. But if you're digesting food, which that takes a lot of energy for you. It's all type of mechanisms going on when you start digesting food. There's a lot of energy that's needed when you're digesting food. So here it is, you're trying to get sleep, but your body is trying to digest that hard food. So you're not going to get a good quality sleep. You're just not. You're going to wake up tired. But if you stop eating around, you really want to stop eating around 7. You want to have your last meal. That will give you at least 2 hours before you start winding down, 2-3 hours before you start winding down for your food to fully digest. Now when you go to sleep, now you're going to have a better night's sleep. Now everybody's situation is different, but I'm just throwing some ideas out there. Okay, not eating late. That's gonna hinder your sleep. Okay, and now you're gonna start developing ailments because you are not getting deep sleep. Because remember, that's you basically putting hitting the restart button on the computer. The computer's all slow and shit, and you hit the restart, it starts removing the RAM, the random access memory. It starts deleting, closing programs. It starts doing like a little cleanse. It starts doing a little cleanse. When you turn it off. The same thing with your body. You're cleansing, you're detoxing, you're fasting. But if you had a big meal, and a lot of people, you'll start just feeling better if you just stop eating late. And especially, if you are going to eat late, and have some dates or have a piece of fruit. It's not going to be perfect. Sometimes you're going to eat. Okay, cool. But the point is, get it in your mind to start to not eat late. That's the thing. It's not going to be perfect. Just get it in your mind. Just know that. Sometimes you got to just fall back. Like intermittent fasting is good, and you just stick to that window. Okay, 11 to 7. That's the best time to eat, is really from 11 to 7. Everything else you should be fasting. Okay, if you want a better quality sleep, better quality life. Okay, sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. Moderate, not overeating. He riseth early. If you get up in the morning and you actually need caffeine, you through. Again, if you get up early in the morning, okay, when you get up to go to work, whatever you're doing, and you need it, your body's messed up. Okay, that's just what it is. Okay, so we gotta work on that too. That's one of the most important things, is working on your sleep. Okay. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but you can still work at it. Don't be lazy. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He riseth early, and his wits are with him. His mind is with you. You know, he's slow and foggy in the morning. You don't know what the hell is going on. You rushing. Okay. But pain of watching and choler and pains of the belly, you got stomach issues, are with the unsatiable man, a man that can't control his appetites, and we can't be like that. Okay, and I want to go into this word choler, but it's in the next scripture, the last scripture I'm gonna read. Okay, basically going into disease of the digestive system. Okay, which spirals out of control into mood disorders when you go into that word choler. Okay, irascibility. Okay. Liver, gallbladder issues, and a lot of brothers deal with liver, gallbladder issues. Okay, gallstones. Okay, because you're eating fatty foods. Basically, the mechanism of the digestive system is just completely broken down. Now you're having mood disorders, whether you're very angry, irritable. Irritable, a lot of is traced back to the digestive system. It doesn't have to be directly in the stomach. It could be the extension of the digestive system, whether it's the pancreas, but more times than not, it's the liver and the gallbladder. Okay, it can move over to the kidneys. These are all detoxification, okay, organs. So let's just hit this last scripture. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. But I want to go into that word. We might just touch on it really quickly. Ecclesiasticus 37 and 27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. Certain brothers, their diet, the food that you eat, is evil unto you. It's evil. It's a demon. This other brother, he can eat it all goddamn day long. Don't worry about him. Worry about you. That food is evil. Okay. Everybody has certain things that are not good for him. Okay. One brother, he can drink some fucking milk. You're like, man, what the hell? How you gonna drink mac and cheese? How you? It's probably gonna catch up with him, but at that particular time, you do that, you completely done. So what do you have to do? You have to change your life. You have to change your eating habits. It's a way of life. You gotta exercise. Okay, do some jogging, do some walking. Okay, do some sit-ups, do some push. It's you don't have to make it super complex. It's just a little bit every day, 6 days a week. Rest on the Shabbat. Okay. So you gotta know what things are good. Certain brothers, you gotta fall back from drinking. You shouldn't be drinking like that. For all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Right. Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing. Anything. This goes for anything in your life. Don't be unsatiable. Especially in dainty things. Sweet cookies and cupcakes and ice cream and savory meats and starches and okay. The king's meat. Be not unsatiable in any dainty things, nor too greedy upon meats. Eric, you bring the chicken to the table, and the first brother, he grabbing chicken. He's so hungry. Okay. Nah, man, don't do that. Scriptures talk about that. Don't do that. Okay, don't be greedy upon meats. Okay? For excess of meats bringeth sickness. The scriptures say that. So you got a diet heavy in meats, you're gonna be sick. Okay? You gotta cut down your meat intake. Well, what do I eat? Well, you know what? You know what I'll say to that? Go online and look it up. Because you can look everything else up. You can look everything else up, but when it comes to your diet, you just go back to the old, chicken and rice. The chicken and rice Israelite. Okay? Chicken, rice, and wine. Lamb, rice, and wine. Lamb, potato, wine. Maybe a little side salad. Some corn. Some cornbread. A sandwich. With white bread. Those turkey, brothers. You got the turkey. And, they got the lettuce, tomato, a lot of vegetables on it, brother. You got the bag of chips. Well, I didn't eat the chips. Okay? You gotta fall back from that meat. Okay? And you gotta tap into lentils. Like red lentil curry is one of my favorite meals. Red lentil curry. Garbanzo beans. You could do walnut meat. Okay, if you don't have nut allergies. Look that up. You can do mushroom. You can make I'm telling you, it's a lot of stuff out there. I'm telling you. You'll be surprised. Okay, and when you eat it, you be like, damn, I feel. You can do non-grainless bread. You can do flatbreads made out of chickpea flour. Okay, tapioca flour. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things. Go look. And there's people that are dedicated online. That's what they do. And you can just start finding little things, little meals. Just start out slow. Okay, pick this, pick that. Okay, make sure you're doing, a green juice if you can. You see what I'm saying? You at least have the green powders. In your berries, in your fruit. You should be, instead of going out getting that meal, get you a handful of different mixed nuts. Okay, and make sure they're raw. If you're gonna roast them yourself. Okay. Be not insatiable on any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats, for excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. Let's look at this word, choler. Just bear with me. Okay, that word choler. Let's look at the word serpentine. And we're going to look at the word choler. Serpentine. Excess in eating and drinking. See? Excess in eating and drinking. That's your vice. That's your comfort. But you're doing too much. And not only are you doing too much, you're doing too much of the wrong foods. All foods are not good for all men. Okay? You're heavy, right? You're heavy grain based. Oh, what is there to eat? The food kingdom is huge. Outside of meat is just one part. Meat and rice is just one. Meat, rice, and potatoes is just 3 food groups. Okay, there's all type of different grains. Okay, all different types of different rices that are actually more beneficial to you. You can eat some white rice, yeah, but millet. Okay, you have quinoa. Look at the health balance of quinoa. You have wild rice. Okay, you have black rice, red rice. Okay. You got different types of brown rice. You got, it's shit. We can go on and on. You just type it in, and then you say, okay, I don't know how to cook this type of meals with this type of food. Okay, good food, good for diabetes. Okay, you should understand if you have ailments, you should have a little bit of understanding of your ailment, and then how to. Okay, I need to be eating, and it's a daily thing. It's a daily thing. You might not even feel good. It might take a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. I don't know. Okay. But we gotta jump on it. Okay? You gotta take care of your diet. Okay? Like I said, that parasite cleanser, that's gonna help you. Because it's gonna get some of them demons off of you. Okay, them food demons. So surfeiting, okay. Overly abundant excess. Okay? Excess, an excess amount, excess of overindulging in eating or drinking. An uncomfortable, full feeling due to excess eating or drinking. Yes, certain men, they eat until they're stuffed. Like that. And I know certain people. Yeah, I know. I got it. I'm not full. That full feeling. You should eat just enough. We read the scripture, a little is sufficient for a man well nurtured. Okay? You only need a little bit, but if you're eating bullshit food, then you need a lot of it. Why? Because it's void of nutrients. Okay? So we get what that surfeiting. Let's look at this word unsatiable, right? You can't be satisfied. And this is, a lot of times, this is why you're sick. Okay? Because you have that unsatiable appetite. Impossible to satiate or satisfy. Not satiable, incapable of being satisfied or appeased. Very greedy. Very greedy. For excess of meat bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. So let's look at this word choler. Okay, it goes back to the word bile, which goes back into your liver. Okay, that's the substance that squirts out of your gallbladder to help you break down fats. Okay, let me just read it. As one of the humors, excess of which was supposed in the old medicine to cause irascibility or temper. So you have mood disorders. Okay, you eating lots of food. Okay, and then you're not eating any antiparasitic, no carminatives, which move gas out of the body, so you're bloated all the goddamn time. Okay, you're not having anything to break. You're not taking any herbs to break down those foods, so you have gastritis. Okay, which is nothing other than indigestion, or that's not gastritis. Gastritis is not indigestion. Dyspepsia. Dyspepsia. You have dyspepsia, which is indigestion, undigested food just remaining in your digestive tract. And then there's certain foods that are triggered. You have food intolerances. Okay. Temper. Let's look at this word irascibility. It's all going into choler. The quality of being irascible, irritability of temper. You got temper, brother. Your temper, you all over the place. Issues, which you would call a nervous system disorder. A feeling of resentful anger, brother. Oh, that angry spirit all the time. Brothers hate everything. You just hate everything. That here it says aggression, aggressiveness. Okay. Brothers that are hostile. You always hollering, bros. You see that with certain jakes that be out here. They just be just mad, just irritated. Okay, short tempered, cursing everybody out. Okay, upset. That's that choler. That's that over excess. Okay. And it says choleria. It says C choleria, so it's giving me another root there. It says bile, melancholy. Okay, so you're having, like, again, mood disorder. So you can actually be on one end. You can be irascibility. Okay, or irascible, or aggressive, anger, short-tempered. Okay, you can be on that side of the spectrum. You're always angry. You're always twitchy, and you're always mad. You're always upset, right? And then you can also be melancholy, right? Word melancholy, sadness or depression of the spirits, gloom. So you have brothers that are on one side, just they hate everything. They short brother, cursing brothers out. Not a good person to be around. Not a pleasant person to be around. Drinking a lot, short-tempered, irascible, right? But then you have on the other side, right? Choleria, melancholy. You're sad. You got the brothers that are in the sad spirit. They're in a depressed spirit, right? Only certain things can lift them up. You know, whether it be food. You can hang out with the brother. You get some food and you drinking, and then maybe you around some women. Outside of that, you see what I'm saying? So you're the low spirit, right? Pensive reflection, right? Pensive, look at that word. Engage in deep and serious thought. Oh man, the brother's always overthinking everything. Going back into mood disorders. Your diet is messed up. You're highly toxic. Okay, you're unsatiable in whatever it may be. Okay, you're not doing no exercise. Your health really is messed up. On the outside, you can look cool, but on the inside, you all messed up. You have a deficiency. Okay, and once you start to fix these deficiencies, all of a sudden you start getting a better spirit. Okay, so you can be irritable and angry, upset, or you can be depressed and sad, and then you can also be pensive, engaged in deep and serious thought. Brother's always serious. He doesn't smile. He just austere all the time. Come on, showing or expressing deep, often melancholy thoughts is always a low thought. Oh well, you know, Jake and hell and. You know, man, this place, man. And these women, man. That Esau. Which, yeah, we do complain about those things, yeah. But you're always engaged in those thoughts. A lot of that we can trace back to your diet. We can trace right back to your lifestyle. You're not taking your health seriously. You see what I'm saying? Thoughtful, sober, or sad. Or the sad brother. Which we get there, right? Employed in serious reflect, always, I'm just meditating. I'm just meditating. Like, damn, brother, you ain't got no other emotion. You just always low. Well, let's go. What's going on in your life? What are you doing? You doing any exercising? You doing any green juices? Well, you still drinking soda, huh? You still drink a pint of grape juice a day. You eating sugary foods, fried foods, okay? Rice and potatoes. The only vegetable you have is maybe a beef broccoli. You went to the Chinese store, you got a beef broccoli. Or as your woman, you let your woman take care of all the food, and she fucking killing you. You just let her, well, my woman, she cooked for me, so she cooking. She don't know what the hell is going on. She buying preservatives. She cooking out of boxes. She using fucking milk and butter and canola oil. If the shit tastes good and you eating it, you just getting fucked up. Okay, now you all low. You drinking. Okay? You sad, you in deep thought all the time. You can't just be regular around brothers. Okay? Or you angry, you irritable. You're always upset. You can't just be chill, cool. Yeah, we're going to catch hell. All those things are going to happen on certain levels. But a lot of it is going to be traced back to your diet. And you come into the truth, you just give up fucking everything. You just throw your hands and give up. Let's just put it in the Lord's hands. Right? But then you don't even take the necessary steps. Or you just so toxic, you don't know what the fuck it is. But now we're here to tell you a lot of it is to do with your diet. Not just because you might not look sick, but just like that melancholy, that you might not have a digestive order, You might not be like a very anxious person, right? But you could be in that low spirit, that sad, that depressed spirit. That's a sickness. That's an actual sickness. Okay? All right, so that's all I have to say. Shalom. Till next time.